Hello people of the internet and welcome to this video where today, or this stream even, where today I'll be, yeah, admittedly this situation was a lot worse. I had to mine this stuff out because a big lump appeared. But anyway, I'll be working on this map. Now, there is some work I already want to show that I have done. I would get my controller, there it is, and I can drive it. Come on, mighty pickup truck. There will be stutter because there's so much stuff on this map, as I'll hopefully show you. And here we already have a bit of a hill that's posing trouble to the truck. I don't think I've got dynamic reflection on or anything, so that shouldn't be hurting it. Oh, no, we don't want to fall into the river. No fences here at the moment. Yeah, it's a dangerous old town. I have Windows 7 because I believe it to be superior. And I like it. And it's cheap to get. You get a boxed OEM, an official OEM boxed copy for 30 something pounds, which is better than 10. And it works with most games. The only thing it doesn't work with are Windows 10 games. It's a shame that they are trying to force Windows 10 through, but like that, but you know, 7 is just a brilliant OS. I also have hardware from the Windows 7 era, and look at that wheel! How am I driving on that? I don't know. It's like, it's hanging on by a thread. Oh dear. Ah yes, I finally got the trees working. I had to steal them from Hiroshi Raceway. That's how I got them to work. And if we go here, we'll see I've had a long-standing project here, but I couldn't get the trees on, so it was kind of put on hold, and then the map was a bit of a mess, and I fixed that though recently. That fence does need changing. Ooh. There's something I added actually, I think today or yesterday. I think yesterday, that little fence there. It's actually made from what they call suspension bridge poles. I just stuck loads of them together and made a fence out of them. It worked surprisingly well, I must say. And round here, yeah, this is probably one of the nicest parts of the course in terms of development. It's got all the trees and everything. Now, I'm apologising I apologise now if my voice is coming late to the comments because the stream is very late, but it's better for quality if I do it that way. And ooh, how odd, there's a dip there. There wasn't a dip there before. Oh well. Having a slightly rough terrain on the track isn't the worst part of it because it means the cars will have to adapt slightly in terms of suspension, and it's just realistic, I guess. So, not the end of the world there. Can we jump this? Yay! Ow! I mean, this is just a default truck. I should really change it. So, I've shown pretty much everything I've done. I've got some stuff over here. What I really want to do, though, is, other than change this vehicle to probably a Burnside. Burnside's a nice classic vehicle. I'll probably go and build some of the other area I'd started but never really finished. If we look around here, this is supposed to be kind of a rally track, so it comes through here and goes up, and then there's nothing quite here yet. It's just loads of bridges at the moment, basically. But if you look at some of the pictures on the thread, which is called FTTA, or Float Truck Testing Area, if you put that in your favourite search engine, you should bring it up, and you can see from the early photos the progress is nowhere near what it is now. So we also have this lovely bridged area. The one more part I haven't shown, it's an alternative way up, but I decided this might be a little too difficult for some vehicles, so I quit that. I didn't quit, I continued doing it, but I built this route as well because it's supposed to be slightly easier to pull your vehicle up there. And here we have all the trees I've stolen from Hiroshi Raceway. there's a little tip I want to share actually here. If you do go on the deleter, I was unable to get these to delete for ages on another part of the course, the one with the part of the water I just showed you. But apparently the hitbox is just terrible because I had to go to a brush size 40 and then just click all over the place until it actually removed them. It worked, but the hitbox, as I say, is a bit dreadful. Here we have the worst place to mount billboards. Like, no one's going to see them, but it's basically one object. So those billboards and all these billboards around this area, they're all one object. So I have to just place them in the best kind of balancing position I think I can put them in. And apparently that includes two looking that way. Oh dear. I could make a little car park out of this, I guess, for Maluchas or something, which would be fun. And the Malucha, if you don't know, it's a little modded car for this game, which we could have a buzz around in. We've got our Burnside here, though, rolling around. This is a flat terrain, it shouldn't be rolling much, that's for sure. That's not snow, that's just test material. Now, also these mountains, I've put a lot of effort into getting these mountains just right. But if we look here, you can't really tell what's past there. So that's what I mean about these snowy peaks. I'm hoping to kind of add the white parts over here. That way it'll just look like the peak frosting of those mountains on that side. And the grass to the snow transition will be made a lot smoother, a lot more neat. And, oh dear, my PC seems to be stuttering under all the strain it's put through. Who can blame it? I mean, it was fine normally. Actually, I don't know. I'm just thinking I'm going to turn something down if this continues. Yeah. So, we'll go File, Save. I need to reload the map a lot. It's just the way it is. And there's the ThinkPad I had on because I was messing with Shadow Play. That doesn't want to record anything. So, that is that. We can go off here. What was I doing? My mind has gone. Yes, changing the settings. Because we shouldn't need everything to be ultra high. It is a stream after all. I mean, I'm not going on lowest. I think normal here. Just enough to really... Just enough to give my PC that bit of boost. Maybe graphically. Disable these two because they're not integral to it, even if they do make it look a bit better. So there we go. And oh dear. Here's our Burnside. I found it. Yeah, it's a very nice car, this. Unfortunately, we have to get rid of it. Because, again, another weird thing, another weird quirk I've worked out about this game. Once you save once, that's the only save you're getting for the session. At least in my case. Maybe other people have had more luck with it. But if I save the map, that's my save, and I'm not getting another save. If the map crashes, then, well, I'm a little doomed because I can't do anything about that. It's just, if it crashes, I can't do anything about it. That's it. That's another kind of problem. As I was saying, I did clean that up a bit. Humps do just start appearing in that area. I don't know. I think it's because it's the centre of the map. But anyway, what can we design around here? We could delete the trees, but I don't want to mess with the trees because sometimes it crashes the game. Come on, big mountains is what we need. And then we need some big hills to get up to the big mountains, which is actually extremely hard to do properly. Although I decided to do it twice. Kind of explains things, I guess. So, up you go. This is a fairly large map, I would say. The village people will be happy that they can build a village in for snow. Maybe I should call it Mini Canada or something. I think it's quite wintry in Canada. And yeah, there we go. These mountains will be tamed. That stuff takes time, though. And I'm not sure I'm ready. No, you are ready, my son. You can do it. And together we will over all the mountains as father and son. Or whatever it was. Come on. Okay, so... Here's a greenery. Places where it will be green and grass. You get the effect I've got here by setting the... What was it? It was on the paint menu, wasn't it? Slope mask minimum to 52. And you basically paint this all grass, I think. And then you paint the rock over it, and that works. So, you know, maybe there's a more effective way of doing it. But for me, that works. It works very well. Because what slope mask does, it paints kind of parts that are past a certain slope. And of all the numbers I tried, 52 was the right one for my usage. It just seems to be the best differentiating point between a slope and a hill, if that makes sense. So that's why I use that. We have another bit here that could... No, not... It couldn't be used in that particular way. I messed that up. Now no one's watching me. Maybe it's just mountain sculpts. Maybe mountain sculpts are boring. I don't know. So, refresh, the audio is still working. The audio is still pretty clean and neat and all that. So, it's hard to place, really. I guess it sorted itself out. I think the connection must have dropped for a moment or something, and then my PC assumed it had dropped forever, and it said the stream was discontinued. But I don't know. It continues. And I continue rock sculpting. No, rock sculpting. We have all these assets here to work with. And look at all my folders. Oh, yes. Now, what do we want? We have East Coast USA and we have West Coast USA. I think West Coast USA will actually have some nice stuff. So, West Coast USA, under my terminology, is FREF. Because I think I already had a W or something along those lines. And I was like, hey, why not call it FREF? Well, I remember it by it. So that's a thing. That's a shopping centre sign. I can't see it. I think it's like LED signs though. So once you're in the level and time is unfrozen and everything, they will work. We have a little workshop. Actually, this would be excellent by the track. So if we delete that for now, we can have our little workshop. There's AJ's Auto Repairs. Also, I feel neatly sectioned off with the bridge. But as I was saying, we want our little workshop to be placed somewhere around here. And then maybe we can modify the mountains and add the cars. Not cars, add the houses and everything. This is not the best in the world for space because I never really designed it with the space in mind. However, I think I can make it work. I think if I just need that door, say, and the other bit, or rotate it, that'll work. Rotating it will work. So, if anyone has any suggestions for what I could do with the map, feel free to leave them. I'm open to suggestions. I might not use them, but hey, it's better to have the idea out there than to not have it out there, I guess you could say. It's kind of enveloped by the building now. So, is that going to work? Probably not. The driveway is like there. It has to be down low in some such way to actually function as a driveway. There we go. Yeah, that is very tightly squeezed. Very tightly squeezed. However, if we look behind it, if this mountain gets smaller, I can easily move it back. Plus, if I could just fit a little building there or something. Warehouse. Ooh. As I was saying, a little building. This is not the little building. However, in terms of entry and exits, it looks like all I need is perhaps there. I don't know. There's kind of a garage door on one side, and then on the other side there's a door and a smaller garage door. I don't know. Either way, this is about all I can do with it. I can't really do anything else with it. I actually feel like I'm playing City Skylines now, trying to build a nice little city. It's not a city though. It is a racetrack pit area. Good luck getting into that garage. You'd have to have a Maluch to get into there, or something small. I think that works reasonably well, actually. Gives us a little bit more detail in this kind of pit area than there was before. And I didn't even know those were in the game, so it's definitely a pleasant advantage. We have the Marshall Tower. I've added one of those just over there. A little blue tower thing in the distance. We have... what's this one? Lean-to. Oh, that would make a good ramp, actually. Ooh. Yes. This is the, bridge to nowhere. I guess named so aptly, because it is a bridge to nowhere. And is that too steep? I don't know. Probably too steep for a lot of vehicles to reasonably have at it. Now, it can move back slightly. I don't like how those feet are in an awkward position. Move you back, and I don't know if that's good enough. Are you good enough? Please tell me, because I can't be bothered to put any work in. I think if I lower this about as much as I can before something sticks through like that does. That works. That works for me. There is this tunnel here. It looks actually incredibly low, but most vehicles in the game can get under it. It's the T-Series is the only one that I think couldn't. And the new Wentworth, the Wentworth you're able to get caught on it, but it doesn't get full on stuck. So that's something to bear in mind. We'll have a cabin, maybe? No. Yes, no. I don't know. Should we have a cabin? We could have little wooden cabins to keep people safe and warm at the track. Nah, they wouldn't have a noise insulation though, would they? They'll be good for the wintry zone, mind. Once I build up the wintry areas, the wooden cabins would be really nice to keep people warm and safe. West Coast building here is what we've got. Maybe an East Coast building, but it's definitely a West Coast building. So there's the garage in the front of the house, okay. Very good so far. And we can move this round, move it down. Okay, I'm just going to place house 3 and house 4 down. And Then we have a bunch of small ones, but I'll place those down, and I think I'll build them into a little bit of a village. But again, we have to make sure the game is saved. What do we have? What has NOS? Ooh, yes, Hero Wentworth. I think this has NOS. It's going to overweather damage. Overweather damage, yeah, my mind. Overweather the engine, but it should be fine. And we actually fit here, incredibly. I thought we wouldn't. So, so it has that. It has rocket engines. It doesn't have NOS, but it has rocket engines. Okay. They're just deployed when you accelerate. No! Manual 5! 6. It's got a 6-speed manual. It must be sporty bus. Whee! Pancake bus. Oh no, just look at that damage. Sorry, I have to do that one more time. But actually change gear properly this time. Whee! The lip does really attack it, but then I think that's going to be fine in most vehicles. Wow. I couldn't do that again if I tried. I really couldn't. Like, look at how it's just placed in there. It's like basketball with a rocket-propelled bus. Right, so now I need to get something slightly more obscure, I think. Pessima Pro Kart now. I want to see how a car with a more normal ride height would deal with it. Can we get a hopper with NOS? Probably not. Ooh, there is the Street Tune one though. I believe this is a recent mod and it's got a whole bunch of bits on. So even if it's not got NOS, it should be relatively fast. Or actually, I say even if it's not got NOS, I could add it, but that takes time. Whee! This is probably the quickest hopper in the game as well, I'll say that. Woo! Can we flip ramp it? It works! The flip ramp works. This is not near as impressive as the bus, but then I never expected it to, I'll be honest. But yeah, the bump did still affect it, and I guess the water doesn't reach all the way down here, but the bump did get it. I don't think this will still work. I'm honestly, I'm not going to lie, I'm amazed after all this has been through how intact it is. It's like, it's still recognisable as a hopper, it still has steering. I mean, even if the engine is on top of the bonnet, it just looks like someone's project car, which is amazing. Anyway, I think with all that being said and done, we do need to reload the map. And I'm back. So that was a brief break I needed to take. And now I'm rhyming like a pro. Yo yo. So anyway, we need to build a road. And we need a little dainty road, I think, to the icy patch. Yeah, that's not very well paired, but also a little rally course here. I forgot to show this earlier. It is a rally course. It leads off the main racetrack, and you can, I guess technically, join it up with the main road. Again, I'm thinking of the scenarios or the quick play events in all of this, because the entire course, the entire map is designed to make a very good racetrack if you want it to. Like a very good hill climb circuit and everything. Just the way you can go about it. This entire region though is kind of hilly, lakes and valleys and all that. And I don't know. I guess that's because that's what most of the world is like. And then we have the deserts, the beaches, and the snowy lands, which are also part of the world, but not as big. I'm sorry, I don't know how to download it for free. I just know that I use Steam to get Beam. Why do I keep rhyming? It's like I've caught rhymitis. Wait, so we have decal road here, and we just want a little split off, really. You can just imagine, though, in an 80s Pessimo or something, 80s Pessimo rally car flying through here. I like to think that. So, you know, I like to think. There is a free BeamNG demo, or tech demo, that was out ages ago. To be honest, I'm not sure if it even still works in more modern Windows, but there was that. It was one car and the whole of grid map to explore if you just want to play with the crashing on it. We need to create a decal road. I'm just thinking why there isn't a texture there. That's fine. That's because, and I don't know. That's because it is a decal road. As with any road on this game, there's just nothing here at first, and then you add stuff to it. How do I do this? How do I go about this? This looks easy, I say, at the impossibly hard challenge. As it turns out, it probably won't be. The pressure is also not on. I want the pressure to be on. It's one of the rare cases in life where you want the pressure to be on. Ooh, I see there. These are kind of more prominent, but they're still not that prominent. So, kind of, I guess, slightly more prominent marking, if that's even possible. Do-do-do. There we go. Very nice. So all I've got to do now is save, actually. I put a lot of effort into those mountains, and I could do without losing them. So these mountains, I think, are more or less complete. From what you can see at ground level, you can't really tell anything is off. It all looks fine. I mean, when you go even slightly above ground level, you can maybe begin to break the illusion. You can maybe begin to break the illusion and tell that they are not real mountains. But at ground level, the low detail doesn't matter too much. It's enough detail to get them in the positions I want them in. And that's really all I'm needing right now. So, close the map. I think I'll go up the other route this time, why not? And then I can go onto the track and explore what's changed. And then, as the final part of this video, I guess, or stream, but everyone will be watching it as a video now because everyone's detuned from the stream. Oh, it's pretty upsetting. But anyway, this has been a very relaxing day, actually, doing this. Doesn't feel pressuring in the way some games do. At least not in this part of it. I'm sure if I was trying to drive like high-performance Formula 1 cars around my own self-built racetrack, then I would. Funny thing is, even though I've built a racetrack, I would probably still hate the person who made the racetrack. In the weirdest sense, you know? And we'll go to this. There is some stutter. That's pretty unavoidable. Although, given it's not too bad for the amount of stuff here. At least with my graphics card, though, which is monstrous. A 980 Ti isn't exactly a GeForce 1030. They're different. They're different leagues of card. Even though this is a generation behind, technically. Yeah. What's it? The NVIDIA. I've got a really old Quadro with 128 megabytes of RAM. Good thing it's not that, basically. It might have been what I came with the case I've used, though. Because I got an old PC and used it as a case for this. So, I get a nice old case from about 2007. And I get all the modern components in. Well, more modern. It's still got IDE on the motherboard, which, you know, go figure about how modern that is. But nonetheless, I use an IDE CD drive for my music, so it means something. And yes, I use CDs. I'm that out of date. So, it's time to do my magic painting job. We'll have the paintbrush. Grass, you can go here. And the grass must be placed for the greater good. For the greater good of all Beammobiles. Is the pressure full? No, the pressure isn't full. I need full pressure. Oh, that was a bit of a jump. Anyway, here we have all the grass we could ever ask for. I mean, you know, they're not mountains, they're hills. They're that grassy that they're not even mountains anymore. And we can go, hopefully, with some round the back. And fulfill your duty. Like so. Painting is relaxing. Painting is a very relaxing art. And we've got to put some rock down with our 52 mask. 52 slope mask, that is. Lower you down, old quarry stuff. beautiful. I'm liking this a lot. It must be said. And that's not really supposed to be here yet, but, you know, I can put some rock on it to make it more realistic. There we go. So then we can have the snowy peaks, I would say, which are going to be just these highest points. Now, if we go with new material, this is how we're going to finish off, and snow. There we go. Apply and select. I hope this works. I remember at one point in time it did not work. I hope it is not that point in time. Ooh, it looks like it works. It looks vaguely like snow. Now the back half is gonna be snow. The front half, just some of it needs to be snow. So it's weird to say. It really is weird to say, but it needs to be that way. And I think I've overdone that. I just need to top these off. Just top them off with a bit of snow. Because remember, it's like they've been dusted. Like they've been dusted with a minor snowstorm, but not a full-on blizzard or anything of a sort. And there we go. Again, it's not ideal. You can find the cracks if you really want to, but I think at road level it's fine. Although, actually, truth be told, I'm probably better off just turning that into a solid block of ice. It makes it harder to find faults in it. There we go. And there it is. Snowy peaks just peeking over there. Kind of hinting in many ways at what is over the hill. But you won't know until you go there because there's just so much greenery and stuff to explore around here. And oh, someone's actually watching. I'm not talking to myself anymore. Maybe I'll have to continue the stream if I still have people watching it. Yay! Anyway, so any suggestions, one person who happens to be watching, on what I can do with my map? It is developed quite a lot around here. That's what I did when people weren't watching. I just added a huge amount of paint and stuff. So, no paint. I added all the terrain painter effects and the terrain effects itself. So it looks a lot nicer. I'll just save this now. Let's try this. A little cup race car. It won't be the fastest thing in the world, but should be good for exploring my map with. I think that's the longest loading time. Anyway. Wee I-Series. Oh. It's quite firm. A rally car is more suited to this terrain. I will admit that much, but hey, it's an I-Series. This is the nicest handling car in the game, debatably. I mean, there's this and there's the 80s Pessima. Both handle amazingly well, though. Sorry about that. Oh, no. And that's why I don't get distracted. Or why I don't want to get distracted while driving. And now no one is watching. Okay, so again, if no one's watching this, I'll just finish off. Now, just take a look round my work of art. Again, from ground level. I say my work of art. It's not perfect, it's far from ideal, but it needs to be appreciated, even though it's only by myself. Come on. Along we go. It's not that powerful, this vehicle. So, ooh. Oh dear. So we have 2400i Cup Racing. Anyway, into the racetrack we go. Slow it down and... oh, up here we go. Whoa. Oh dear. Ah, that was quite a jump. Yeah, maybe I've over-engineered these mountains though. Maybe I just overdid it, if that makes sense. Because it seems suspiciously like I didn't need to go into as much depth as I did. Seems like I've been thinking too big again. As I always do, I think too big and then it fails on me. We... doing a nice drift in this ETK actually. Even though it's probably a base model with just stuff taken off it. Oh, that tree needs to go. That can't stay. And we can go maybe through the grandstand to the housing zone. Well, not to the housing zone because it gets stuck. But anyway, I'm going to call it the end here. So thanks for watching, anyone that did, or anyone that is watching. And until next time, goodbye, until another day.